Alright, hello everyone. Let's take a look at the market and see how we're going. Alright, now remember with gold we have Monday and Tuesday for a swing day, and then we've got the other day, as you know, so we can follow up into it. Now, as you know, on Monday I had a trade open from the PST level. As you can see, that's ongoing. Also yesterday I opened up a position, which is now, one of them is closed because it's a covered trade. The other one's ongoing. Now, if this happens to go up, we don't know yet, and I will explain in a minute why. This is the daily PST. We have a breach here, but it looks like a sweep. So if this continues to go up, we have a 65 here, which is 2,406.8, which is up here. Okay, so 2,406. 2,408. So this is the target on the daily if we break out, and upwards if the Monday, Tuesday swing day calculation being a low is true. Now the other option is this, that Monday was a swing day and it was the high of the week, came down. That's your impulse wave, and this is your sideways market, and the market might want to sell down. That's also an option, okay? And then that would make Monday a swing day, and then we'd find ourselves down until the next one, which, as you know, according to what I posted is according to what I posted on Sunday, all right, which is in the members area. So what to do? We're going to have to play both sides of the market today, okay? And according to the Astro hours, I've tightened them up here, lined them all up. Now, what do we need to pay attention to? If I just turn this into a half an hour chart. Today, like yesterday, we also have some news coming out as Powell will continue to talk. But I think we got the gist of it today, well, the gist of it yesterday, so we'll have to see. But he talks again at 5. Now, if I look at the swing hours, I've got hours coming in at 5 past 5. Okay, let's take a look. We've got 5 past 5. In which, if the market is high, we can sell, and we can do that into 820, okay, taking special care at 625, and also I'm just going to add here 1935, let's say. Okay, so this zone is going to be a bit tricky. So as you can see, when he starts to talk, we can take a position, not a problem, and then the market should make moves, okay, and it should probably take us into 2025. But here we just need to be careful for twists and turns. Alright, so it's a bit tricky here, and this is how it is, right? So should the market decide to push down, then we can go all the way into this zone here. That should bring us to there on the daily. So we've got targets down at 2,350, 2,340, 2,330. Alright, so that's an option. The other option is, if the market comes down, we may want to go up. What is a surer way of going up? is if the market breaks above the high of yesterday, sticks around here, not like this yesterday, okay, or like this the day before yesterday, sticks around here, does a light retracement, and then we go back up again. Okay? So that is a better option so that we can get some direction. Okay, as long as the price is in this range, the high and the low, we're going to be uncertain whether they're going to sell it off or buy it up. So this is why it's important to understand that we're going to have to do both kind of ways. Now the other option is this. You can use a smaller lot size, and if you want to trade in between that level, the high and the low, in between, then you can with a smaller lot size, you know, coming down to a daily pivot, for example, like here, and then kind of like pushing upwards. The daily pivot, the opening, closing, these are okay. And because they're okay, at swing hours, it's okay to kind of like buy and push up. All right. The only exciting breakout situations that I'm seeing that could occur is as we get to 8:25 in the morning and 9:35 in the morning. Okay, there'll be some impulsive moves there, which might be causing it. And the other one is only going to be in the New York session around that 9:30 time, like I said. As we get to 9:30 and as the market moves on from that 18:25. So that 18:25 is not a bad hour, okay, in order to trade, okay? And from there on, the market can probably have a push into, like I said, 7:30 and 8:20, and that's about it. So if it comes down into those hours, going up here is logical, and if we're up at those hours, going down is logical. All right, so you're going to have to play both sides, so be mindful. Let's take a look at the euro dollar. Now with the euro dollar, remember, we had the swing day for this being Tuesday, I think. Correct. So that's your Tuesday. Now this is an inside bar. Okay. So there's not much to talk about Tuesday. Okay. So that swing day is like an inside day, so I'm not quite sure. All right. Now Monday we have a high and a low. Tuesday an inside day. So what could possibly happen? If you want to sell it, it's doable. Selling where? Selling at the goodbye kiss at 63 or the resistance at 66 is okay. And that's 08, 37 and 60. So 08, 37 and 0860 are okay to sell off if it's a swing out. So if we go up, then selling is okay in this case. On the weekly, we still have that 57, which is the 0893, which is there. Okay, but I'm more inclined to sell this zone here because I like that goodbye kiss there. And then the target would be around 51, which is 0779. So let's say 0780. Alright, so this would be a target zone into there. So you know, selling down is also not a bad idea on this one. Okay, if the market goes up, selling down into it is okay. And that's basically it. Now with the indices, I said don't muck around, okay, simply because the market is like going up, so you don't want to stand in front of it unless we get a clear signal that this is going to turn around. So we wait and see how things are going to pan out. All right. So with the indices, I still wouldn't want to do anything because on this one we had Tuesday and Friday. If Tuesday holds, okay, and we get a push breaking and closing under the low of Tuesday, then a retracement I'm okay with to sell off at a swing hour. Until then, we just need to keep it in check if you're going to trade this, right? So be careful. If you want to sell the high, okay, because you might want to do that too. If you want to sell the high, then I suggest you wait for the swing hours in New York and then from a high place sell, because selling also, because Tuesday was a swing day on this one, okay, selling is not a bad idea either if we kind of go up. Why? Because I've got a 3-day up move here, okay, so bang bang bang, and then a dump off is not a bad idea. So if you're going to sell, you could also do that from a level. Let's put this into a 15-minute chart. If the market kind of pushes up a little bit or sticks around here, it breaks down, then on the retracement, if you want to sell, it's doable. Okay, I'd wait for the US session on that, then check out, like I said, the swing hours, line them up vertically, and then selling the highs is an option. Or you can wait for a U-turn, or like I said, go to the smaller time frame, wait for a reaction at those hours, and then play off the retracement. This is true for all of the indices. Let's take a look at Dow Jones and Nasdaq as well, but this is the general idea. So that's what we're going to be doing with Dow Jones as well. Same kind of thing. As you can see, market goes up right into the target and then just falls off, and that's good. So if we go back up again, selling again is an okay kind of thing. With the Dow Jones, remember, we also had Tuesday, Friday. So that Tuesday, if that is the case, we'll see how it pans out. On the daily, all right, going down is like, logical. So let me get rid of that. So if we kind of like catch this turn around here, it should be okay. If you want to sell it, we're going to have to, just bear with me. Yeah, if you want to sell it and be sure about a sell, then you might want to do it from slightly upper level because of the gaps here to fill in. Okay, and that should be around there. So if you want to sell at swing hours, that might be a bar you'd be interested in. Okay, once again, you got to wait for the New York session with this one, because this is also not a real breakdown, but I'm more inclined to sell it now. On the weekly, because we have a breakout, okay, so you have to be cautious, as you can see. Yeah, you got to be cautious here. All right. As with all the indices, like I said, you might want to wait for that sign to happen before deciding to sell. Now with Nasdaq, I said don't do anything because this is in an upwards move it's, you know, like it's going up. So do not stand in front of it until we get a sign that it's turning. Okay. If you want to buy on the pullbacks, I do say you can do that. All you have to do is, in your technical analysis, just let the market come back to your designated price. So, okay, so all you got to do is check your manipulations. And this was the manipulation yesterday. There's no further breakout, so there's some inside bar. Currently it's an inside bar. If it comes back in and you want to go long, according to the swing hour, you're going to have to kind of like wait till the market comes down here, or you're going to have to do it off the daily opening and closing. Okay, obviously if it breaks down and closes down here and starts mucking around here a little bit, the retracement is good to sell down. Bitcoin. Now with Bitcoin, as you know, I'd said if the market comes up, we need to look for sells again. And that's what the market is doing. Remember, we do not sell at the lows. So I've been telling you guys to sell since up here. So if you've been selling, you should be okay. But no selling here. We still have room to come down to here. But you want to sell if the market goes up in order to sell, which is going to be initially this zone, that 59,700 zone, or this zone here. All right, closing the gap. Accordingly, you can still wait for this to pull up a little bit. As you can see, that's the impulse wave. Just measuring your impulse wave. Okay, is there. So coming into that 59,856 is still okay. So this is the zone where you should be looking to sell. Okay, and that, if it gets up there, you can do that in your swing hours. If you want to buy to go there, then wait for the market to dip down and buy at the swing hour to go up there.